Hi, welcome to my kitchen. If you are new here, I'm Marta and usually on this channel I share with you simple, family-friendly meal ideas from all around the world. But today I have for you something completely different. Since a moment already I was wondering if there's not another type of a video I could try on my channel, and I was looking for inspiration on another food channels, and what they do is, for example, a kitchen tour. But as you probably already noticed, my kitchen is super tiny, so this video will be boring and very short. Another type of videos that are very popular on YouTube, and maybe I could try it, is a vlog type of a video. But because I'm a mom of 2 little kids, my day is absolutely hectic and I cannot imagine going with a camera around my day and trying to record what I'm doing, because it will be a mess. And then I thought that a grocery haul might be a good idea. We are ordering our food online since already 1.5 years, and it started when I was pregnant with our second baby, and at the same time I was taking care of our toddler, a volcano of energy, and the grocery shopping was more and more challenging, so we decided to give it a go and we tried to order food online. And we liked it so much that we are still doing it today, and I believe that now with all the lockdowns, more and more people are tempted to give it a try. So maybe some of you are interested to see how does it work for our family and what are the pros and cons of such a grocery shopping online. Okay, so the groceries are coming in such paper bags and it's all very well packed, definitely better than I would have done it myself. And the things for the fridge and the freezer are coming in separate bags. Okay, so let's start with the things for the freezer. I have to admit that buying things for the freezer it's the most stressful, because we have such a tiny freezer that it always risks not to fit there, and that we already bought it before, and it's just very stressful for us. So, but from the things that we really buy very often is the spinach with cream. It's a very quick dinner veg, like it takes literally 5 minutes to defrost and it's ready. And I will actually, in the next week's video, I will show you how I do this oven-baked dish with spinach, fish and noodles and a bit of bechamel, cheesy bechamel sauce. It's extremely easy. My kids love it. We love it too. It's great for the next day to get to work, so I'll definitely mention that to you in the next week's video. I'll show you how I make it. For the freezer, we also have the frozen fruits. It is something that I basically always buy. It's really cool to defreeze quickly to make like a fruit sauce for pancakes, or I recently love to do a kefir mixed with this fruits. It can be, usually we try to buy strawberries, but this time they didn't have pure strawberries, so it's like a mixture of blueberries, red berries, whatever it is, the currant is called. And yeah, we just put it with a banana, with kefir, we blend it and we have a delicious smoothie. It's low in calories, full of proteins and really, really healthy. You could probably also put some grain in it if you want to have a breakfast. Next, ooh, yes, that's true. I have this white fish. It's just a fillet of a white fish that is kind of compact to these little squares. So each packaging, it's 4 little squares of this white fish. I don't really know what kind of fish it is, to be honest. But for the next week, so this week I will make twice a dinner with this fish. One, it's very cold, I will put it, my fingers. It's with this grocery shopping, what is really cool is that they bring it really still frozen. They have like dry ice packs, and it's all like basically from the freezer, so you get it in a fresher way than if you were go by yourself to a supermarket and came back with the produce, because basically it goes directly from the fridge to those kind of little fridges of the transporter guys, and it goes directly at your door, so you can put it directly in the freezer. So it's believe me, it's very cold. So next week or this week I will make 2 dinners using this fish. The first one is a recipe from Alison Roman, and she did this amazing fresh white fish with those beautiful summer tomatoes, and it's a bit spicy, and it's served with those not caramelized, like crispy fried shallots and garlic. It's absolutely amazing dish. And weirdly, my kids actually did eat it the last time. I didn't make it as spicy as she suggested to do, but I made it a little bit spicy, but my kids still ate it. But also I realized that you can just use a simple frozen fish and a canned tomatoes, and it's still very yummy. So I will show you my way of preparing that. And another Another dish I will prepare with this fish is this one that I mentioned, with the spinach and the noodles and some bechamel sauce, and it will just go to the oven with the fish buried in it, and then it's a very quick, perfect dish. Okay, so I'll put those things in the freezer, hoping it will fit. So this is clearly for the fridge because I can see that on the bottom there is milk. But here on the top we still have leek. I buy leek basically each time. It is such a versatile vegetable. Whatever I need to do some kind of sauce or soup or really anything, I always use a bit of leek. You can make yourself like a very quick stock, vegetable broth or vegetable stock. Just putting a bit of carrot, onion. Instead of onion you can use leek, and it's more delicate, I find. I love it. So I will be using that throughout all the recipes, and I'm sure that you will notice. I have this bowl where I keep all the veggies that can stay outside, like paprika, for example. Okay, next I have just champignons, simple white champignons. It all comes, unfortunately, I mean not all, but lots of things come in the plastic packaging, but that's the reality in Germany right now. They still pack a lot of things in the plastic packaging. So I bought 2 of these. I always buy 2 packages of mushrooms because when I usually do a sauce with it. I mean, if it's for pizza, then I use just a couple of mushrooms. But we love at our home making a mushroom sauce. We just slice them, we fry them, for example, with a little bit of leek, with a cream, and we make a nice creamy mushroom sauce. So when I do that, I much more prefer to do directly through and then keep a little bit of the sauce for the next times, because otherwise it's just lots of work and not enough food. And like this, I just double the quantities and I can keep it for the next time. Well, it's a bit crazy, but this usually I put it directly to the fridge, or if I will use it the next day, then I will leave it outside, but this will go actually to the fridge. Okay, perfect. You could also open a bit the packaging of the mushroom so that the air circulates better, so it's not like kind of getting liquid there. Now comes the milk. So you need to know that we have 2 children, little children, and they drink a lot of milk, so we always buy a lot. As you saw before in the fridge, we still have 2 milks left, so I did not order that many, but we still ordered 4 of them. And besides children, we, the adults of the house, we are absolutely addicted with cappuccino. Even right now, I can show you, I have my little cappuccino with me just sipping here while not talking to you. But yeah, we use really lots of milk, so I make sure that the milk is always, we have enough of it. It's like a fresh milk, full fat, very nutritious, very delicious for coffee. And yeah, usually that's the like limiting ingredient for our fridge. If the milk is, we see the milk is getting over, then we need to order new food because it's super heavy to bring by ourselves. Yeah, we got this kind of people because we got so much used to buying things online that now it's just getting milk from the shop. It's, oh my god, it's so heavy. But yeah, that's how it goes. Let me quickly put it inside. Okay, so we usually keep it on the top because in my fridge, the top is the coldest. It's not in all fridges, from what I understand. And this bag is empty. So here I have a beautiful cauliflower. Actually, it's much smaller than I expected it to be. So that's always the problem. It's one of the issues with ordering online. You never know what you get as a vegetable. I was actually positively surprised that it's not as bad as you would expect. For example, buying avocado at the beginning for me was super stressful because I was sure that I will just choose the ugliest, either the overripe or the very, very hard ones that are way not ready to be eaten. But actually, I'm positively surprised each time. It's not that bad. I mean, okay, this cauliflower is a bit smaller than I expected. If you go to a shop, you can pick it yourself, you know what you're getting kind of, and here you don't know. I mean, cauliflower is not equal cauliflower really, but it's otherwise absolutely beautiful. It looks very fresh and lovely. And actually the recipe I'll be doing this week, the one that I will share with you on next Monday, it calls for half a cauliflower, so it's kind of convenient that I have a little one. So actually good for me. So this goes outside because I will cook with this evening actually. So this will be ready to use, and we need another bag, maybe something else for the fridge. Whoa. So here, I have a bit of salmon, like it's like smoked salmon that you can put on the sandwich. It's definitely not something that I'm buying very often, but time to time I just like it. It's quite versatile. You can make cream cheese mixed with the salmon, just blend it together, maybe with a bit of leek additionally, and it's a beautiful spread. I mean, kids love it. Our kids love it, maybe because it's salty. My kids really like salty food, which is kind of surprising for me. I definitely have a big sweet tooth. But this also can do a nice pasta. One day, not the next Monday probably, but another day I can show you how I make my very quick pasta with smoked salmon, a bit of dill and a bit of cream. But yeah, I don't know what I will do with it, but it's like a quick lunch or easy dinner without thinking. This is kind of like security food that I also like to buy. I like to put it high so it's also cold. The expiration dates I don't even check by now, but they are always very good with this delivery service. So I was always thinking that probably they will give you like kind of like expire until tomorrow, but they actually give you the information while you're buying that it's guaranteed to be fresh for another, I don't know, week or so. I also bought some mozzarella. So my trick that I learned only recently, since we are a family, because when you're shopping for yourself, I don't think you pay that much attention to buy economic quantities, and you don't look that much for prices because it's so few that it doesn't make such a big difference. But if you're cooking for a family, it starts to be interesting to maybe save some money here or there. So definitely using the brands from a supermarket. Usually each supermarket, from what I understood, has their own brands. And also this online shop, they also have a brand. Here it's called Jeden Tag. Maybe some of you know if you live in Germany. I never heard of it before, but it is absolutely a good quality food with a lower price. I don't understand really how does it work that they can make it cheaper. Maybe because they don't need to deliver, because they produce it there. Well, I don't know. Mozzarella is definitely something. I'm actually surprised that I only bought 2 because I usually buy like 4. Because something that we put on pizza, on sandwiches, on toasts, on really even inside the sauce. If I don't have other cheese, I will put pieces of mozzarella inside the sauce so it melts down. Definitely great, very clean ingredients, cool thing. So I put it here, my section of cheese. Yeah, we like cheese in this home, especially my little daughter, the 1-year-old. I'm shocked how much cheese she likes to eat. I'm actually concerned if she's not eating too much salt, but otherwise we eat healthy. So this thing, I don't know if you ever tried, this is like a cheese for the oven. So it looks a little bit like a camembert. I mean, actually I can open for you, I can show you how convenient. Let me just up. So it comes like in this little packaging, again plastic, but yeah, that's actually good with cheese because otherwise it would smell badly. You unwrap the plastic, you put this one inside the oven, and after like 15 minutes, you open just the outer skin because the inside melts a little bit, so that you can just peel the skin out, and then you roast it additionally a little bit. And then I just serve it with broccoli and bread on the side, so it's literally like no work, and you have a dinner. And yeah, in my home we really like that. The parents also can get some red wine, and we're all very happy. And it's fun with children because it's something new. It's not that everybody gets their own plate. I mean, we still get the plate, but we share a dish together, and I think children just enjoy it very much. So they are happier, less fussy during the dinner. Yeah, the broccoli that I mentioned, here is my broccoli. Somehow in my home, kids and we really like broccoli recently, so I just keep buying it, and we either eat it with cheese or just as a quick side. We just steam it a little bit. On my channel here, you have this delicious dill sauce. It's a bit zesty dill sauce with broccoli. I highly recommend that for you if you didn't try it yet, because it's really, really good and great with broccoli. So yeah, green vegetables, I'm a bit hectic, sorry. The green vegetables, such as broccoli, I always recently I started to keep it in fridge because it keeps much longer. If I leave such a broccoli outside, after 3 days it gets kind of yellowy and dry out, even if I keep the plastic on. And inside the fridge, somehow it can last a week. So I learned that putting broccoli inside the fridge in the vegetable compartment, well, there's no place in my vegetable compartment, but I put it still quite low in the fridge, if it fits, and it does. And it will last much, much longer thanks to this. Next, so we have just like a little bit of olives. This is like a nice aperitif or a quick snack, or if we just have bread one evening for dinner, this is a nice addition to make it more fun. Kids don't like olives, for our kids I mean. Here, actually not bad. There are two that are hard. These are golden kiwi. I did not hear about them until like 1 year ago. And actually, if you don't like kiwi very much, you might still like the golden kiwi. They're much sweeter. They don't have this kind of crazy wild taste as the green kiwi have, you know. When you just think of a kiwi, I'm starting to salivate. So those yellow ones are much nicer. So if you ever want to try, I definitely can recommend for you. And this I will leave outside, hoping it will get a bit softer with time. So another type of quick dinner security food is puff pastry. You can make a very quick pizza with it. I did share it already in one of those what my family eats in a week videos. I simply smear it with a tomato concentrate, put a bit of mozzarella, onion or leek or anything, corn. If you like pineapple, my children like pineapple, then roll it or just leave it open, bake it, and you have a dinner. It's quite caloric because it's made with butter, but it's good. Like this, you don't need to eat much of it. And this is security dinner. And again, the expiration date, what it is, I mean the 27th of November. So now it's still 20 days or almost 20 days of it will be good for. So my English getting bad, so I'm sorry, I think I need a sip of cappuccino. Okay, actually this I leave a bit higher in the fridge because it's colder and it's better for the butter. Next, something we buy always, sometimes even two, is yogurt. It's a full-fat yogurt. It's a bit Greek yogurt-like, but it's not called Greek yogurt. It's very thick. It's 3.5% of fat. My kids love it, and honestly, that's my breakfast most of the days recently. I will share with you. I did share with you already my granola recipe last week, so you can go and see how you can eat this yogurt for breakfast. It's absolutely amazing. I just put I like cooked blueberries. My grandma preserves the blueberries she picks herself in the forest in Poland, and then she gave me 10 jars of it, and my god, it's so good for breakfast. Just with a bit of yogurt, a bit of those blueberries, that are white blueberries, and this granola, peanut butter granola that I shared with you last week. So definitely go check it out if you like peanuts. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, that will be definitely my breakfast. And kids love it, so probably this will not be enough. This is also recently not enough. This is a half a liter jar. But yeah, we will need to find a way to get more or be careful not to eat it in one day. Next, I did mention to you while showing you the red fruits, the frozen fruits, kefir. It's fermented milk products. It's a cool thing. It's healthy. It's low in calories. I'm always amazed that it only has like 1.5% of fat because it tastes so creamy and buttery. I'm really impressed with that. My husband was like, oh, I don't like kefir, but when I make it with banana and fruits, the frozen fruits, I mean, everybody drinks it and everybody is very happy. So it's like a very healthy way of feeding your family. If you're looking for something fermented for the healthy bacteria, kefir, try it out. We put that back inside. The fridge is getting full. Our fridge is also quite small. So something I wanted to do since quite a long time, but I'm surprised it's also in plastic. It really doesn't need to be in plastic. I'm not doing noise with this plastic. So beetroots. If you know my channel already a little bit, you know that I love beetroot. I have so many beetroot recipes, and more are coming to this channel. And now I was really tempted to ferment the beetroot. So if you watch my previous videos about the fermentation of cucumbers, of making sauerkraut, so I'm now really obsessed with the thought of making little maybe cubes that I try to ferment. I don't have an idea exactly how to do it yet, but I will definitely give it a try and I will let you know. So yeah, stay tuned. I leave them outside, not because they fit outside the best, but like this I can think of them. If they got buried inside this vegetable drawer, I will forget about it and they will just get all wrinkly and tired, and then I probably use it for a cake instead of fermentation. Ooh, yeast. So yeah, fresh yeast, while we still can get it, because now in Germany have the second lockdown, so I'm already fearing that there will be no yeast anymore, so I got myself directly a fresh yeast. I do have the sourdough started, which is wild yeast basically, but it's just cool to have a quick pizza with such a fresh yeast. So that's... And carrots. So carrots, I don't think I need to introduce the carrots. Carrots are good in everything, so just, yeah, Okay, so this bag is also finished. My absolutely favorite dill. Oops, dill. So it also comes in plastic. That's true in the supermarket. This you probably could get without the plastic around because they just have a bucket with water and they stack the vegetables. So yeah, I guess I do produce more plastic. Okay. So yeah, the way I like to keep it, this looks really very nicely and fresh. I mean, a bit tired with life, but very fresh. Oh my god, it smells so good. So here, I usually cut a little bit the ends off and I put it inside a glass and then I store it inside the fridge and it lasts forever. It can last like this for 2 weeks. If it's fresh like this at the beginning, I think it will be good in 2 weeks. If only it could stay for 2 weeks. But yeah, I tried it before, it can stay very, very long. Next, yeah, so we are definitely red wine drinkers, not white wine, but white wine is very convenient to have at home for all kind of sauces. The mushroom sauce, for example, or yeah, I think mostly sauce when I'm thinking now. Maybe I think later for some other idea, but yeah, usually we have a bottle in the fridge, not usually, but sometimes we have a bottle in the fridge to make a sauce with it, and it's yummy. I mean, when it's in the fridge, of course, we do have a glass of it sometimes, not to waste it, but we definitely prefer the red wine here. Next, the tomato in the can. So this is like a pantry special. And with this, actually, I will make this fish of Alison Roman that she makes it with tomatoes and chili. So this I will leave outside also, so I don't forget to use it. Otherwise, I always try to have that in the pantry. It's really convenient. We all like the tomato sauce. It's so quick and easy to make. And yeah. So next on the list are the eggs, and we eat a lot of eggs, like omelets, crepes, pancakes, waffles, just simple like hard egg, soft egg. We eat a lot of eggs. It's our protein, source of protein very, very often, and it's so easy and so clean, and yeah, it's healthy. I believe it's healthy. So now the problem with buying online, the food online, is that you cannot really easily check what kind of eggs you're buying. The only way to know that you're not buying those eggs number 2, for example, where the chickens are not well treated. So I mean, we ethically try not to buy the eggs number 2, or I think there's even number 3, but I have no idea what they do with those chickens. I don't know, maybe they're beaten or something, but I mean, it's not funny, sorry. Stress talking. So we try always to buy the eggs number 1 or 0. The 0 are the ones that are fed with the bio food, and the number 1 are the ones that can just freely run. And I'm for the freely running chickens. And if I would buy eggs inside a supermarket, I would definitely buy the eggs number 1. But here, I tried several times to aim by price really only, because I mean the cheapest eggs are number 2 for sure, and then more expensive it gets either 1 or the 0. But I never managed to get the eggs number 1, so I was always getting number 2, and I got angry with that a little bit. So now either I try to buy just eggs inside a supermarket, or I order the eggs bio, and that's what I did this time because we are out of eggs, and this is gold. Next, tomato concentrate. It's something that I always try to have, and as soon as I see that I'm getting low in the pantry, I just buy a new one. Next, shallots. So shallots also goes for this, it will be for this Alison Roman's recipe with fish and tomatoes, spicy tomatoes sauce. Delicious. I love shallots. I could have them all the time. The only problem with shallots is that they are quite tiny, so it's kind of lots of work. If you have a big onion, you can slice it much quicker, you have more onion for the amount of work you put in, if it makes any sense. Red onions. Love red onions. In general, we love onions here, so there's like never too many onions. We also love potatoes. I mean, I'm Polish, my husband is German, so obviously we do eat potatoes, a lot of them. I don't have a clear idea what I will do with it, but we just eat it throughout the week. We like our potatoes. Next, and my lovely peanut butter. So I did buy it before just on Amazon as a delivery to home, but I found out that this online grocery shop also has a very good peanut butter. The only thing that I'm looking at is that it's 100% of peanuts. This addition is bio, so even better, I guess. but I don't know how it works with peanuts, how bad it is not to buy bio, but yeah, if you can, always good. That was the only option, so I just got that. But the most important is pure peanuts. It's just blended peanuts and it is very creamy. And last week in this granola video, I used it. So if you want to have an idea what you can do with such a peanut butter, this is a great one. So this, and also my kids absolutely love peanut butter, both of them. My older one, my 3-year-old, is obsessed with it since he was baby. He could eat with spoons. We were always freaking out if he doesn't eat too much of it, if he will not develop an allergy or something, which could be the case in the looking at how much he ate of it. But just for example, a banana with a bit of peanut butter, sprinkle it additionally now when he's 3 with a bit of cocoa powder, like this 100% cocoa. And my goodness, he's happy. He's a happy baby, and I believe it's nutritious because I mean peanut butter it's fatty, it's wholesome, and banana is healthy, so it's not like a sugary thing. Because lots of those peanut butters you can get in the shop, they contain sugar, they contain salt, and they contain all their like gum, whatever. So I prefer always to use just a pure, especially that I'm now cooking for children. Oh, this bag is empty. So next one. Next and the last one. So as you see, it's not that much food, but it's still enough for the week. Wow. Okay, so let's start with my guilty pleasure, which are flips. I mean, yeah, even in Germany they are called flips. So these are those corn crisps covered in the peanut butter tasting cover, and they are so delicious. It's really, I mean, I try not to eat them very often because yeah, the list of ingredients is absolutely scary. But yeah, as I said, it's my guilty pleasure. So let's not judge me. I don't have it every week. It's okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. So yeah, Christmas is coming, so I bought a lot of cinnamon. Throughout the year we love cinnamon. For kids especially, I use lots of cinnamon, not like at once, but just I add always a pinch of cinnamon everywhere because it makes you think, makes you feel that it's a sweeter dish. So instead of adding sugar, I add a bit of banana and a bit of cinnamon, and they feel it's a dessert. So that works always great. But of course, during Christmas, when you bake all those cookies, you use tons of cinnamon. So this time I bought a bigger package, and I also bought the anise. Yeah, so I thought I'm ordering, because it's written ganz, which means whole, and I thought I'm ordering the whole star anise, but what I got is the whole grain that are from the inside of the star, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I mean, it's still good produce, and I will just go to the normal supermarket to get what I really want, and I will still use this one, so it's not a problem. Great, great, great taste for Christmas. It will smell so nicely soon. Next, so it looks again a bit obsessive, so I got 4 of these big bottles. This is it's called passata. It's like pureed tomatoes, and because they are pureed when they were harvested, when the tomatoes are the most beautiful, it actually tastes very tomaty. Like if you just buy tomatoes in the shop right now, when it's not the season for tomatoes anymore, because it was just before, it just doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like water. But such a passata, such a pureed tomatoes, there's like really the essence of the tomatoes. I really like it. For the sauce, for the very quick sauce, which I probably shared with you already, I put just a little bit of that, a bit of cream, a bit of cheese, maybe a little bit of salt, but there is already a bit of salt in that, and that's it. You have a sauce for noodles for children, especially. It's very, very convenient. Add to that some like fried onions, whatever, and then you have a more wholesome sauce. Okay, so this is something that I always have in my pantry. During the last lockdown, we were getting short on them, and I was really panicking because it's like, okay, what will I feed my family? This is like 50% of my dinner include this tomato, so I was really freaking out, but in the end it was fine. Again, inside the bag, c'est la vie. Bananas. I don't think I have to introduce you bananas. Children like bananas. Not all children. My daughter is not that much into bananas. She prefers apples, but my son loves bananas. It's a dessert for him. Put peanut butter on it, as I said. He loves it. Apparently I got yet another shallots. Never too many onions, never too many shallots. Ooh, I got my first mandarins, not nectarines, mandarins or clementines. I never know how they are called. those little sweet orange-like but much smaller, and you can peel them on hands. For me, this smells and tastes like Christmas, so I thought, okay, they advertise it everywhere, I will buy first ones, but I'm not sure if they're good, so don't take my recommendation on that. Maybe it's not the season for that yet. And the last produce, very, very important in my family, flakes. Flakes of oat flakes. These are those very thin ones, which are great for oatmeal. If you just put it with hot water, like I put 1 cup of oat flakes, I put 2 cups of water, like cut up banana, maybe some raisins and cinnamon. I cook it until it's soft, usually like for 4 minutes, for 5 minutes. Then I turn the heat off. I add a bit of milk to thin it out and also to cool it down so that the kids can almost directly eat it. Or instead of milk, you could also add some yogurt. And it's a great, great, great breakfast. But the truth is, I actually make it very often for dinner for my children. I'm this kind of mother that I find that it's very healthy. They like it, so sometimes you just don't want to have a fight. Sometimes you want to have something like adult food for me and my husband, which my children will just simply not enjoy. And then we just make another meal. Honestly, it's not much work to prepare this oatmeal. It takes 5 minutes while I'm cooking our real nice dinner. And then kids are happy, we are happy, and yeah, I hope it's really healthy as I think it is. Okay, so the last bag is empty. Okay, so actually my fridge did not get so much fuller. Yeah, still it looks now okay. So you see, I don't buy that much food, but I did think in advance what I will cook for my family. I actually have here a blackboard. So usually I write down while unpacking the grocery shopping on this blackboard the ideas for dinners. Just the big ones. Of course, you always have yogurt, you always have eggs. So those are those security foods that you can make a quick dinner, even if you're out of food. But when I buy, for example, now I bought lots of shallots. I bought this cheese for the oven. I bought some specific things that needs to be eaten, so that I don't have to eat them, open the fridge and look what is inside. I just look at the blackboard and I know, okay, we need to eat this, this, and this, and I just decide whatever we feel like or how much time I have today to make the dinner, and I just do accordingly. I just remove once it's done and I know exactly what is our status for dinners for the week. It sounds like very well organized, but it's very, very simple to do and it really helps. So whenever I don't forget to do that, I do it and it's really helpful. Helps to reduce the food waste, and yeah, it just makes me calmer and somehow I feel like I handle it well. Okay, so I think that's it for today. I hope you did enjoy this video at least a little bit, even though it's very dark, and I hope you did see something, that the sound is not too bad, and that you enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know in the comment below. This always helps me if you give a like, if you comment below, because like this the YouTube algorithm knows that the channel is good, makes a good videos. And yeah, so it will mean a lot to me if you let me know if you liked it or not. If you didn't like it, let me know that you didn't like it, but I believe that people that watched until the end probably didn't hate it so much. I hope at least. Okay, so thank you very much for watching until the end, and I hope to see you next Monday when I will share with you the 5 ideas for very simple family dinners using the produce I bought today. Okay, bye!